Nicolas Medina, Juan Manuel. Okay. Yes, Juan. We use the skimming to look for main or general ideas, like for the main ideas, right? That's how we use the skimming. Just when you ask information and what are the key ideas to use skimming? Where do you look for the main ideas? In what part of the paragraphs? Uh, who
In
wants
the first, and the final.
in the first paragraph, the last paragraph? Okay.
Yes.
And grabbing keywords, no? Look for keywords around the text.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The final, because usually at the end, they give like the conclusion, no? That it states like a little summary of the reading. So the last paragraph, that's why it's important. Okay, guys. So to continue working with reading, to Nicolas Olivera, that you didn't come yesterday, we are working on reading. Basically, like every 4 hours, we take 4 hours to work a skill. So yesterday and today, it would be reading strategies. Okay. So today we're going to do the second part of the reading strategies we're working on. So let's see. Guys, remember attendance is super important. I don't remember, just like a little, remember that attendance, you cannot miss the workshops, no? You can only miss with 6 hours that you left, you cannot take the exam. So be careful with attendance to the workshop, because of course they don't let you take the exam if you haven't been in the process, okay? So be careful, like every class, it's 2 absences. Maximum you can have, I think, 8, no, 6, because in one class we have one whole thing. So remember to be very careful with the absences. Okay, guys. So we're going to continue going with the reading. Yesterday, at the end of the class, I'm going to review this. Give me 1 second. There are more people getting in. So we were working on the types of questions that you have. Okay. So yesterday we worked on identify the main idea of a reading passage. We finished that. So remember, these are the 5 parts of the type of questions that you will have in the reading section. You have main idea for reading passage, details, when, where, what year, whatever. Determining the meaning of key vocabulary is when they ask you to guess meaning from context and antonyms, synonyms, antonym of the words. This is like to summarize the information in the test. Usually they ask you for purpose. What is the for example, what is the purpose of the author? So you need to go, and a time sequence in the passage. So these are the 5 type of questions. Of course, they go like number 4 and number 5 are like the most difficult, no? Where you have to do like a more critical process. So we're going to work today on those different type of questions, okay? Yesterday, main idea, do you remember? What do you do to look the main idea? Paola just say it, no? Like beginning and ending sentence of a text, search for repeating ideas in the text, and predict the content by quickly skimming, like very quickly go through the text. You don't need to read all the text, no? Just like skim around. The prediction, it helps, no? Just brace, what is it about? But of course, always checking with the reading. We did this one. You did an excellent job on this one. Now, we're going to go to the second part. Yesterday, we worked on main ideas. Today, specifically catching details as a second. So who wants to read? Beautiful reading pronunciation. Who wants to read this? Let me see. Juan Manuel, are you there? Laura? Laura Palacios? I don't know who's.
Hi.
Hi, Laura.
You with me?
Yes, yes. Can you please read aloud?
Okay. Catching the titles. Identify the minor details in the passage. Look for the specific information which support the main idea. Example, reasons, facts, or statics. Some tips. Use the scanning technique to find specific information. Focus on the paragraph that the question directs you to. Pay attention to the role of the sentence in a paragraph.
Okay, so scanning, no? Specific. Remember this type of question is a specific. It always gives extra information about the main idea. Look for examples, reason, facts, statistic, numbers, like facts. Okay, like the detail always gives you like an example, a reason, a fact. Okay, so tips. A scan technique to find specific information. Remember to read the question. Only focus on the paragraph that I told you yesterday that in this exam, they send you to the paragraph where the information belongs. And then pay attention to the role of the sentences in the paragraph. Okay, so what is it an example, a reason, a fact, a statistic? So pay attention to that. So here, very quickly, remember, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to give me the answer to this. So this would be what you do. This is what you are shown in the real exam, no? In the arrow, you would always have the answer. So you don't need to read everything. So 2 minutes, I'll catch up. 2 minutes for you to get the answer. Remember A, B, C, D. And you may write it in the chat in 2 minutes. Okay. Ready? So please, guys, A, B, C, or D. What would be the answer? That is, we're catching details, specific information. Okay, so all of you answer C. Let's see. This would be, and the answer is C. Very good. So it's like, if you see, it's very specific information and it's like a synonym, no? It works as a synonym of tiny hairs for small hairs, tiny, very. So in many cases, like for this type of questions, it's like a synonym that you would find. Okay, to walks up, down, and the rest is exactly walk upside down on smooth surfaces. No, are covered with tiny hairs, small hairs. Very good, guys. Super. That's catching details. Now, the other type of question is vocabulary. In vocabulary, who wants to read? What happens in this type of question? Can you read? I don't know, whoever wants. Volunteer. Jonathan? Volunteer to read?
You send to me.
Ah, okay.
Identify a type of word. The unfamiliar concept is noun, adverb, verb, adjective, etc. Pay attention to the words before and after the unfamiliar word. Context is the key. Replace the word in the sentence with your select answer. And does the sentence make sense?
Uh-huh. So it's like here, for example, an unfamiliar word, maybe it was tiny, no? In the passage. Base your answer on the specific context. Sometimes, as we worked on yesterday, you can just guess meaning from the context, even if you don't know all the words. So this is very important, like identify the type of word, and it's very important for grammar. If it's a noun, an adverb, because always the replacement would be, for example, tiny is what? What type of word is it? Tiny, tiny hairs. Is it a noun, an adverb, verb, adjective, preposition?
An adjective.
It's an adjective. And tiny is also an adjective, small and tiny, no? So it was replaced. Usually you would, always you would replace it with the same type of word, right? So it's both of them are adjectives. Or sometimes just like the whole expression would replace the adjective. To the words before and after, so to see the context, of course, the unfamiliar word. Replace the word in the sentence with your selected answer and to check if the word makes sense. Okay, replace the word in the sentence with your selected answer. Does the sentence make sense? Okay, so this is what you would have to check on. Does the sentence make sense? Okay, so when you replace tiny, small, does it make sense? When you read it again, yes, sure, it makes sense. So you would be sure about it. Guys, this type of, like these three types, like main idea, vocabulary, and the last one, which was what? And details, catching details, are like the easy ones. So those are the ones I want you always to have correct, okay? Because if you see, you would always get it right here. So here, let's do this one. This is the one of vocabulary. So 2 minutes, you write A, B, C, or D. 2 minutes. Okay, time up. I'm giving you 2 minutes because you have 2 minutes per question, but okay, so most of you, I think all of you said D, that would be present. Okay, so let's check. Why it doesn't go? And the answer is correct. Okay. If you think present is the one that if you change it here, like in general, spiders present very little risk to humans, it makes a sense, no? Usually, guys, there are two that don't have accept, endanger. It doesn't have anything to do, no? So there are two that usually you disregard very quickly. Maybe here show or present, but show very little risk. It doesn't make sense, no? So the correct answer is present. Very good. Super. Now, let's do this one. This one is also on vocabulary. So you have 2 minutes. Brought back. Okay. A, B, C, or D? Brought back to earth. Okay. Returned. Collected, found, separated. So guys, you see, you don't need, for these questions, you don't need to read everything. You just go brought back, then you just read this paragraph and that's it, no? So check for those because in those you can save time so that you have extra time for the ones that you have to read more and think more. These ones you just go, bring back is to return, okay? All the other options don't make sense due to the use of the preposition to. Ahí tampoco cambiaría, ¿no? Brought back to earth, collected to earth, found to earth, separated, returned to earth. So only like if you are going to switch it there, the only one that would be returned. Very good, guys. Now you're on a 5, no? You're like super ready for this part of reading. Okay, one more exercise. 2 minutes, although in this one you take 30 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm giving you 1 minute because this is like quick. So A, B, C, or D? Heightened. Guys, here, remember what I told you? All of you are writing heightened. But think about it, to drop. Here, dramatically is an adverb. Heightened is an adjective. I told you always change it by an adjective or by an expression that means the same. Not only because it's an adjective, you're going to show it if it's not. But this one, I would disregard it because heightened is it's an adverb, it's an adjective. Dramatically, it's an adverb. So the answer is in a steep way. A steep way means dramatically. Okay? This is an adverbial phrase. This is an adverb, and this is an adverbial phrase that means the same. It's like the synonym. Okay. Okay, guys. This in terms of vocabulary, so we are like in 1, 2, like we are in the third, no? So remember, like those are like the easy ones. We're going to move to the more difficult ones. One is synthesizing information. Okay, in this one, who wants to read to practice pronunciation? Paola, do you want to read?
Okay, teacher, I tried. Make connections between various
points
of the passage. Infer information that is not directly expressed in the text. Some tips. Be attentive to the following words. Subjects, infer, imply, according to, why. Only take into account the information included in the passage to draw conclusions. Eliminate answers that directly contradict information in the passage.
Okay, so out of the 4, you eliminate the ones that say something the opposite.
Okay.
This is more difficult because it's you have to make inferences. You have to think about it. The information is not exactly included like that in the text, but you need to think, right? I mean, to draw conclusions. So, key thing, infer information that is not directly expressed in the text. That's what you have to do. So, in the question, like suggest, infer, imply, according to why, in this type of questions, you will find these words in this type of question. If you find this word, it means that they are asking you this type of synthesizing information. So you, of course, it implies more thought and more critical thinking and more understanding, no? For this, you may have to understand the passage. Remember, guys, to draw your conclusions, only take into account information included in the passage and not your previous knowledge information, no? Because you probably have, of course, you have like a lot of information about the topics, but only pay attention to the information in the passage. Don't draw your own conclusions. Draw conclusions based on the passage. And remember to limit answers. Usually there are 2 answers that contradict the passage, maybe with a negative statement, or maybe the information is in affirmative and the paragraph is saying something negative about the issue. So check on that. Okay, in this one, I'm going to give you the 2 minutes to answer this question. Please be very careful. Like here, look, the word except. Except makes it all the contrary to what is in the text, no? Except what? No, what is included is except what. So pay a lot of attention to that. So I'm counting here 2 minutes. Let me see my clock. 1, 2, 3, go ahead. Okay, 2 minutes, exactly. These are the type of questions where you usually need the 2 minutes, no? Like to be sure. So that's why I tell you, like, um, if you can make them before. So the answer would be option A, regulating is a type of influence. Trips have circumambulate opposite of increasing, and C and D both are mentioned as function trees. So the answer is B. What did you write? B. Super, guys. Super. Excellent. So that would be, no, it's the only that it's except. The others are mentioned. So remember those keywords like except. Affirmative, negative, except. Okay, let's do this one. Guys, sorry. Other strategies in this type of questions, always read the question first, no? So that you know what information you're looking, where is the key thing. But so please read the question. I forgot. Okay, and the answer you may write 2 minutes. Okay, A. Basically, I don't know if that happened to you, but sorry. Here. It's the new views of reality, no? New suggests that cladistic is not an example of lieutenant taxonomy. Instead, it is a new system that has revealed relationships. So you're right, it is A. For this answer, you didn't need to read just like with the first paragraph, you would get it, no? You didn't need to spend like a lot of time reading it and you know that that's the one. So very good, guys. I'm seeing like very good results out of these exercises. Okay, now we're going to go to the fifth part that it's the more difficult. I don't know if you remember, that is that you have to place the paragraph where it belongs. So it's very important to have strategies because it's not as easy. So please pay a lot of attention. And this part gives you more points because of course it is more difficult. Okay, so look. So who wants to read? Let's see. Volunteer. Nicolas, one of the two Nicolas. Okay, Nicolas, go ahead.
Some tips about sequencing.
Insert a new sentence. Let's review. Like insert a new sentence.
How to show?
Like since the beginning, insert a new sentence so that you remember what you did.
I see. Yes. Insert a new sentence into the text. You have 4 possible locations to place it. Choose the best option based on the organization of ideas. And some tips, the parts identify main points and supporting the thought. Second one, identify connectors and transitions. For example, however, on the other hand, furthermore, another reason, etc. Third, reread the passage with the new sentence included. Does it sound good?
So guys, super important. Well, the sequence is that you place it. I don't know if you remember, but we will see it. That you have to, they give you the sentence and they tell you where do you have to insert this text and you have to insert it. Tips, always main point, supporting details, but the connectors are super important. Connectors and something that is called reference. So here, give me one sec. Well, here, identify connectors. So for example, however, if you have a however, of course, the previous passage has to be something that it's contradicting, no? Or on the other hand, maybe if in the first one there was like from one hand or from one side, from one point of view, then on the other hand. Furthermore, express addition. So furthermore, it's adding information. Another reason, of course, is because if a first part was one, it needs a first reason. Okay, so we're going to be practicing on this one of connectors. We're going to be working also in the part of grammar, okay, and in the part of writing, because they are always like important to use. So remember to check on that. The other that it's not there is reference. Maybe here in, I don't know. Reference is, for example, when they say they quienes, no? So maybe if the paragraph starts they, you have to look where did they mention they before, or these, singular or plural, these or these. So depending on that, sometimes if a paragraph, this represents an example, this que. So it needs to, it's based on what it's the previous idea, okay? Then once you make a decision, because you're going to have time, because in the first 3 parts, you are going to do it like faster, then you're going to save time so that you take more time on this and have time to reread it, including the sentence to see if it makes sense. Okay, so always take time to reread it, please. Okay, let's do this one. This is the sentence. Remember, this is the sentence. Where does it belong? In what part would you put it? You have, I'm going to give you the 2 minutes to think and reread. Okay, time super up. So your answer is where you pay it in A, in B, in C, B, B, B. A. Okay, here. 9:30. Okay, let's check the answer. Would be option A, doesn't give a reference to the mentioned process. Guys, what is the key thing here? Who can tell me? Like the key thing you would have to check with, like this process. Si la frase dije lo que yo les había dicho de referentes, this process tiene que haber hablado ya un proceso, ¿no? Entonces, si no menciona un proceso antes, pues no puede ser. Entonces, what is this process is familiar? To many of us who look forward each year to the beautiful autumn foliage as the leaves change. ¿Cuáles son las que cambian? Evergreens stay green all year long. So this one cannot be, right? This one cannot be. So it would be B, no? It's trees shedding their leaves. Ese es el proceso al que se refieren when the trees shed they share the leaf. So this is a process familiar because the foliage changes. Yes, in autumn. It refers to autumn when it changes. So it would be here for B. Okay. And C and D no, pues no habla de ningún proceso acá, ¿no? So C and D, you just discard, like disregard it. Okay, so check. This is a reference, this process. Entonces, always check what it says before and after the sentence. Go to do this one. Soon, okay, time up. And the answer is most of you wrote D. D. Even as has soon. O sea, acá, pero soon it became. Look, this is the past. I haven't seen the answer, but I would say it's B. Because look, it is B because the use of soon implies the continuation of a process. So option A can be discarded, no? It's the continuation, so here is impossible. But also because it is, because if you see, it talks about the past, no? Soon it became, en esa época. Mail has already replaced traditional mail. In many instances, most people have retained their appreciation cards. So soon it became, it doesn't have anything to do. So here, pay also attention to the time tense, to the tense. Okay, so it became in that time where people send cards. Okay, so option B is the best answer, because it continues the idea, no, about the past. Pay attention to the, eso es otra clave, ¿no? El tiempo está en presente, en pasado el verbo. Entonces está hablando del párrafo 1 al párrafo 2, de lo que hacían antes. Okay? Okay. So now we're going to do, it is, let's see, it is 10 minutes. Do you have any questions, guys, by now? Because with this, we kind of finish reading like the strategies. So if you want, we're going to do like a whole test and you've been sitting all time. I'm going to give you, if you want, like a 5-minute break for you to stand up, stretch. Please do so, stand up, stretch, go bathroom, water, because we're going to start doing the practice reading test. Okay? So, any doubts, guys? Can you, I want to hear comments. How do you feel on this part? No comments? Juan Manuel, super ready? Nicholas, Juan?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
When people don't say the some word, what happened?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Que cuando uno, digamos, no entiende como ciertas palabras dentro del texto, ahí uno cómo puede, o sea,
Ahí es la de vocabulario, que es como que siempre tienes que mirar como el contexto, como te devuelves, digamos, a lo que viene diciendo y a lo que dice después. Normalmente vas a, pues digamos que lo normal para el nivel es que tú como que logres deducir la palabra, que no te estreses como yo les decía ayer, como, uy, no entiendo esa palabra, entonces ya no voy a entender nada.
sí, sí, eso pasa
Pero
mucho.
entonces, digamos, cuando es la que te preguntan, digamos, cuando la de que es como guessing meaning from context,
Sí,
entonces tú dices, uy, eso es como un verbo, es como, entonces eso te ayuda, saber como qué forma te está diciendo, qué forma tiene la palabra, te ayuda, si es un verbo, si es un adverbio, si es un adjetivo, porque normalmente la vas a reemplazar por una de la misma familia.
listo.
Entonces siempre no quiero que se estresen cuando vean, como que digan, uy, no, ni idea, yo no se bloquea y cree que ya no entendió nada más y no es verdad, por contexto van a entender mucho.
Listo,
Entonces, por contexto, ya ahí empieza uno es como a deducir, ¿no? Y como a jugar un poco a ver qué es lo que mejor suena.
listo.
Ok,
Perfect, teacher, thank you.
ok, guys. So, guys, take 5 minutes. I'll see you at 3 o'clock sharp. 3 en punto empezamos. Bueno, con el test. Entonces, por favor, estén acá súper juiciosos a esa hora, en ese momento, porque vamos a hacer como el mock de reading. Okay, clear, guys? Do something that I know that you're there.
Yes, teacher.
Thank you, Pau. I know you're there, Pau. But Nicolás, Juan Manuel, Laura, Londoño, Sofía. Okay. Okay, guys. 5 minutes. Oh, okay, guys. So let's start. Are you there? Please raise your hand for me to know that you are there. Guys, are you there? Guys, do something. Let me know you are so that I can start. Thank you, Sophie. Laura Palacios, Juan Manuel, some of you. Bueno, Paola, Nicolás Medina, Laura. Let's see, some of you are like in the room here. 9. Okay. Okay, guys. So we're going to start with the reading. So what I need you to do is just, this is like self-assessment. Take a piece of paper, write like it has like the different parts of the reading. So 1A, because then at the end, I'm going to be giving you the answers and you're going to check yourself and know how much points. Guys, try to use the strategies that we have learned to see how it works, okay? Give me 1 second that some of you are in the waiting room. Some of your classmates left. Okay, so check. Write down like numbers 1 to 20. There are 20 questions, yes, 1 to 20, and then A, B, C. You write down like the name so that you have there the thing. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's start. Por ahí es que Okay, guys, ready? So guys, now we're going to see to check the answers. So I want you to be there like just checking. I'm going to give you the answers so that you check yourself, okay? Mm. Okay, so this would be part 1, it would be 1D, 2D, 3C, 4C. Those are the answers for the first 4 questions. And of the reading part 2, 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5A, and 6A. That would be. Okay, so how did you do, guys? How did you do in your test? If you want, you can share your results, like from 1 to 10 in the chat, if you want, or did you do a good job? So for me to know how you're doing, so since we finished this part. Guys, talk to me. Listening? Okay. Okay, did you try to apply the strategies while you were working? Okay, guys, here we have some like some extra exercises. Let's practice a little bit more because we have like extra time. So I have 2 options. One, like you can do it by your own, this extra work, or I can send you and we can work a little bit on speaking on the time that we have left. And leaving this practical reading because you have been reading too much. So it's like for the brain, it's not so good. So if you want, I send you just that. So what do you prefer? Juan Manuel. Es que quiero saber quién está por acá. Están todos conectados, pero ninguno me habla. Entonces, no sé si hacerlo de speaking, porque si no me hablan, ¿qué hago yo hablándole al...? So guys, let's do, I'm going to send this to you. Hey, sorry. I'll send it to I'll send one by one. I'll send it to the WhatsApp chat, okay? Like each of the exercises, like for extra practice. Guys, like here, if we go here, I want to show you, you have different, this is for the TOEFL. But there are like very similar exercises like this one, look, like the one, like the one that we were practicing, that is to put it in the place where it belongs. And here you have different reading tests, 1, 2, 3. So it's very good that you use this to practice. Even if it's TOEFL has like some higher level type of exercises. So it would be perfect. Because if you do this in this one, that it's like the same type of exercises, you would do even better in the ITEP, okay? Because like the TOEFL is a little bit more difficult. So look, here you have in the one that I'm going to send you, in the link I'm going to send you, you have reading, listening, speaking, vocabulary. So take that into like to practice, okay? So keep that. Here you go by the different readings, which is like great. the same as for the exercises of, well, of all. Some of you, depending on the skills that you feel, it's not your part, like listening, do those listening exercises. A little bit higher level than the item, okay? But it would work. And it has like the same type of exercises. So, okay, I'm going to send it here. I'll send it here in the chat box so that you keep it. Okay, so that you have like all the like a lot of material to practice. Okay, guys. So I'm going to stop sharing here. I would love that at least some of you, or the ones who want to participate in the speaking and take profit to speak, turn on the cameras, because it's like communication. So I would love to see you so that I can give you feedback, like proper feedback. Okay? So at least when you speak, I need to see you to see, like, communication is everything. So I'm going to be basically counting time. Let's work on the speaking part. I'm going to give you a topic, and I want you, like, in 1 minute that you have to prepare the topic, just to develop the idea for one for the topic. Okay, give me 1 second that I have 1 minute that I have the material here on Word one. Okay, so we're going, give me 1 second. I know. Okay. This would be, I'm going to be sharing with you this, like a random wheel. Let me see if it works. It is reading. And we're going to start like this is like simple thing, like on the first part of the item, okay? So remember, you would have to speak for 40 seconds about the topic that you get, okay? 40 seconds. So I'm going to be also like checking. Remember, like for the speaking part, it's very important to take into account the time so that you can start and end, and don't leave that, like, what you're speaking, like, don't leave it open now, that you are able to finish with a conclusion. So let's see. I would say, Nicolás, Olivera, ready? Para cuando les toque el turno, abran la cámara para yo verlos y ver cómo están hablando. Entonces, who's the Sophie Londoño, get it? Want to see you, Sophie?
Teacher, I can turn off the camera.
Okay, but you can do the activity.
Yes,
You can
yes.
speak. Okay, so let's see on the topic that you get. Okay, favorite food. So guys, ¿qué ejercicio vamos a ir haciendo? Los que están ahí, quiero que todos en 20 segundos, escriban qué podrían decir durante 40 segundos, qué podrían hablar sobre su favorite food. Okay, so very quickly, remember you have to speak 40 seconds, even if it's a simple topic. So organize. Introduction, what would you say, and conclusion. So go ahead. I'm going to grab here the chronometer, the watch. right? Let's stopwatch here. Okay, so Sophie, remember, are you seeing my stopwatch?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so remember you're going to talk about your favorite food. Remember you have 40 seconds. So try at the end when you see, like, if you think you need to add more information or so, 40 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Go, Sophie.
Okay, my favorite food is divided into the junk food, that is the hamburger, especially the buffalo hamburger that they sell in Onda. In Onda. And the other is the how do you say saludable? A healthy food.
Healthy.
And that is maybe the cost I wait port no, how do you say costillas de cerdo?
Ribs. But time is over.
Ay,
The
okay.
ribs. ¿Qué pasa ahí, Sophie? Iba súper bien, pero entonces cuando tú, no se preocupen, les digo en general, no se preocupen porque digamos que lo que le pasó a Sophie es típico, ¿no? Que uno está pensando en algo y no se le viene la palabra y entonces se trabó y terminó el tiempo y no siguió con la segunda idea. Entonces te quedó cortado en el tiempo, ¿no? Acuérdense que para los 45 segundos tienen que haber ya cerrado la idea y que les haya quedado como un cierre bien, ¿no? No que como la grabación se corta. Entonces, digamos que tú no te acuerdas de ribs, como en este caso, pues tú dices vegetables, lo que otra cosa, o sea, ellos no van a saber cuál es la que te gusta más. Entonces, cámbiala, o sea, no te quedes como en la palabra, como en la verdad no puedes decir, how do you say no? Simplemente cambia, no, French fries, no importa. Si no se te viene rápido la palabra, just change it. But very good, Sophie. Like to start very good. Remember, like to keep track of time so that you are able to think in the same. Good introduction. My favorite food is divided in two things. First of all, the junk food like hamburgers. Second of all, the what did you say? The ribs.
Yes.
So super healthy, healthy. The
Yes,
ribs.
teacher, because cooking my mom, so it's healthy.
Okay. That's true. Okay. So, okay. Somebody else would like to go and try it on foot? Volunteer? Want to hear, I don't know, Juan Manuel? About food? About favorite food? Do you have there Santi Rojas?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Santi. Go ahead. So
Give
one.
me a second. Well.
Okay, Santi. About food, right? Favorite food? Remember, Santi, to keep track of the time, no? To
Yes.
check the chronometer so that you're able to finish on time. So 1, 2, 3, go.
My favorite food is fried chicken, and it's been favorite food since I was a kid, but not usually eat every day, and usually only eat fried chicken on the weekend.
45 seconds.
And the fried chicken is
Okay, keep
buena
the
idea.
ideas. Yes, but the idea is that as much as you practice, the better, Santi. You will see it is an ability. It becomes like natural. So try to do this type of exercises in this time, no? Even like you're in the bus, think about it. The trees. My favorite tree is that, and start thinking about it and try to get your time. Santi, one thing. Remember always to use the subject. Okay? You're missing the subject. You say, for example, not usually eat every day. ¿Quién? I don't usually eat it every day. Usually eat fried chicken on the weekends. I usually. Don't forget that he, she, the subject. Okay? I eat, he always subject or complement. 5 cents for what would they? So you eat chicken. I also love to eat ice cream because ice cream gives me a lot of energy. Así sea todo inventado. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go practice. This is like the typical, like speaking about different topics, like just brainstorming, favorite place, what can you say? And you have 20 seconds to do so. 20 seconds. Are you seeing my watch there?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so 20 seconds to make the brainstorming and 40 seconds to speak. Okay, start 45 seconds. 1, 2,
Okay,
3, go, Nicholas.
My favorite place is basically my home. Wherever I call a name there, that is my home, because I think it's the place that I can rest. I eat my breakfast, my lunch, my I can make a lot of things. Even in this part of my life, I'm working from my home, so it's a place that I feel more comfortable, where I feel like myself.
I can act as myself. Okay.
Yes.
Nicholas, super. Super, very good. It is the place I'm going to give you like the feedback, like very good. That would do. I would suggest you to go more like higher level because you have the level. So like as we practice, I want you to go deeper. Okay. O sea, ahí no quedo contenta con un B1, no? So I want you to go higher, and this time like start like working what else can you say, okay, like to do like a very good exam so that you get into a C1. That would be just nicer for yourself because you can do it. Okay, so look, it is the place that I can rest. Grammar.
I didn't remember in that moment how I can say descansar.
No, rest is fine, but in terms of grammar, it is the place that I can rest.
I know where I can.
Where I can rest. Maybe add a little bit more of vocabulary, no? If you say like where I can rest, and try to sum up more vocabulary so that your level goes higher. Okay, so comfortable. Try to find more adjectives in that question would be the key. What other adjectives? So think about it. What other adjectives would you use that are like higher level? So de una vez chequea adjetivos para tal cosa and start like working on those adjectives. Okay, super, Nicholas, super.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Who wants to try again the place, your favorite place? 40 seconds. Paola?
Me, teacher, I try.
Super, Pao. Yes, sure, Pao.
Okay.
Ready. Set, Pao.
Ok, voy a intentar. Ok. My favorite place is Villa de Leyva because the architecture is beautiful and the downtown is the color white. Also, I like the gastronomy because it's very delicious of the different styles that there also there are a lot of people and also I like the musicians.
The musicians. Very
Yes.
good, Pao. You didn't run out of ideas. Very good. So, Pao, some things on you made a good job. Because you were able to have your big answer, your examples, and then the conclusion. That is the key, guys. Introduction, the body with your answers, and a conclusion. Some pronunciation. This one, also, no al, but o. Also. 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 Como suave. Also. And you continue. Okay. Architecture.
Yes.
Architecture. The architecture.
Es que se enreda un poquito la lengua.
Architecture. The architecture. Okay. How do you solve this? The downtown, is grammar. The downtown is the color white. Quiero que me lo digas bonito. Porque ahí me lo estás diciendo en Spanglish. Ahí estás diciendo, el centro es color blanco. Dímelo, like try to structure it in English. ¿Cómo lo dirías diferente?
The city. Oh, no.
The town.
Okay. The town is the color white.
Es que de color white suena raro. Y como
sí.
The town is all white. Or the town is white.
Yeah.
The town is all white. White and beautiful. And
okay.
So white y le puedes agregar otro adjetivo, ¿no? The town is all white and beautiful. And
okay.
Okay. And remember, Pau, difference. Difference no existe, ¿no? Es different. Nunca ese. Niños, difference never is. Different people, different time, different festivals.
Yes, okay.
Very good, Pau. Super. You will do it.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay. Okay, somebody else? Favorite place? Let's see, favorite place. Nicolas Olivera?
Yes, teacher, hi.
Hi, Nicolas. Can I see you?
Okay, I have to talk about my favorite place?
Yes, favorite place. So let's reset it. Remember to check the time, Nicolas. It's 45 seconds. Okay?
Okay,
so,
perfect.
So the idea is that you finish in the 45 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, you may go.
Well, my favorite place is Bogota, my city. I was born here. I love my city because I think it's amazing. Our culture, our food, our people. you can do many things here, like going to Monserrate or visit the center and all that kind of activities that you will enjoy with your family, your friends, or wherever. Also, we are the capital of Colombia, and I think we are a very, very special place to grow up, and that's it.
Excellent, Nicolas. The only thing that I didn't like is that you finished and that's it.
Okay. Okay.
Cómanse niños el that's it. Okay. You made a very, very good job. You talk about Bogotá, the time was perfect and everything. And it has, pone el punto final, no? And it has like a lot of cultural opportunities.
Okay.
Period.
Perfect.
Okay. Super. Nicolas, remember
Yes.
to check sometimes the ending sounds. I want you to exaggerate the ending in general. Okay, like
Okay.
think. Eso es cuando son silenciosos, como exagéralos un poquito. Think. O
Okay.
sea, no te los comas, sino, guys, until the end. Stop. Start. Think. Que se oiga ese final. Pues se oye más bonito la pronunciación.
Okay.
But super.
Perfect.
Very good, Nicolas.
Thank you.
Okay. Who else? Well, I'm going to change the topic before we leave. Oh, no, let's do that one. Who wants to do Jonathan on places, your favorite place? Ready? Okay. One. You're not seeing the stopwatch. Give me 1 second. I share the stopwatch. So ready, Jonathan. 1, 2, 3, you may go.
Favorite places.
Jonathan, sorry, I cannot listen to you. We cannot hear you.
Now.
The same as yesterday.
Now.
A little bit better. Can you start to see?
Now.
Mm.
Now.
No, Jonathan. Very difficult to listen. Okay, I'm sorry, Jonathan. Try to fix it, especially like next week that we're going to do a lot of speaking and writing, okay? Try to check it before class. Okay, Jonathan. Then Juan Manuel. Another volunteer, Juan. Juan, you're in class, right? Who wants to go? Laura? Laura. Niños, try to, guys, just take profit of this time, no? Like of practicing and practicing and practicing. Okay, Juan Manuel, like not around, because that is the idea, that a part of working for the exam that you also work for that. Nicolas, you already did it. I don't know who else is here. I don't see Juan Manuel not here, Jonathan, Nicolas, Andrea, you did it. Santi Rojas, you did it. Sophie, on this topic? ¿Ya se me fueron? Okay. Okay, guys. So we're going to keep on practicing. Please, guys, try to tomorrow and the days that we have left, try to be like in the class as much as possible, because it's like to participate and to be there. Okay. So guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to start with grammar. Okay. So it's very important. Like we finished with the reading part. Keep on practicing. I'm going to send you the links of the exercises. I know I already sent it, of the exercises for you to practice. Okay, guys, have a good afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow.